Long Beach is full of vibrant, unique neighborhoods, but few are as iconic and beloved as the Cliff May Ranchos. These mid-century modern homes, designed by the visionary Cliff May, have become a haven for those who value charm, creativity, and community. As a longtime resident of the Ranchos, I've had the privilege of living, working, and forming meaningful connections here. It's more than just a neighborhood, it's home. Cliff May was a pioneer of mid-century modern architecture, known for his ranch-style homes that blended indoor and outdoor living. His designs emphasized natural light, functionality, and a seamless connection to the outdoors, qualities that define the Cliff May Ranchos today. Signature features like the post and beam ceilings, clerestory windows, and open floor plans create spaces that feel timeless, yet perfectly suited for modern living. The Cliff May Ranchos are more than just homes. They're a way of life. Neighbors here value creativity, history, and connection. The community feels close-knit, with kids playing freely and families coming together for block parties, dinners, and celebrations. I've been fortunate to represent several clients in the buying and selling of homes in the Ranchos. It's easy to share my love, enthusiasm, and appreciation for the neighborhood because I genuinely feel so grateful to live here. Over the years, I've formed lasting friendships with many of my clients who've referred their friends and colleagues to me. Some of them, like several incredible OBGYNs in Long Beach, are now not only my clients, but my neighbors and close friends. This trust, camaraderie, and friendship makes this neighborhood truly special. Over the years, many Rancho homes have undergone changes, sometimes losing the original charm that made them so special. Restoration is a labor of love, requiring time and a deep appreciation for Cliff May's vision. From sourcing vintage doors and windows to working with specialized artisans, residents here are passionate about preserving the architectural integrity of their homes. It's inspiring to see how much care people put into ensuring that the essence of Cliff May lives on. Today, the neighborhood is thriving, filled with young families, creatives, and professionals who share a love for its history and design. The community reminds me of the stories shared by longtime residents, how the Ranchos once buzzed with the energy of young families, just like it does now. It's incredible to see how history repeats itself.
Today is the anniversary of moving from New York 8 years ago today. And we had no idea what was gonna happen, but I just remember reaching out to you, being like, do you have any homes for sale in your neighborhood? And you made it happen. You found a house that, well, you found a few homes, but the right one was the one when it came along. It was like, let's just concentrate on that house.
Yeah.
And then we did, and it was 7 bids, 1 round, and we just got it. It was like 45 minutes later, you texted and said, guess what, you got the house. And we thought there'd be rounds and rounds and counter rounds and offers and, you know, blood and sweat and tears, so.
It was just right.
It was just right.
I think one of the things that's so special about this neighborhood is the sense of community.
Yeah.
And how tight everyone is. And your party was just like, it was like a big Rancho party.
Yeah, we had over 100 people at our party, and I would say like half of them were our neighbors. And 7-8 years ago, that wasn't the case because we got married about 7 years ago and we just moved in. So we didn't have all these neighbors to invite. So it was a different crew and it was so fun. I always hear from friends who live in New York or Texas or wherever, and they say, I wish I could live in your neighborhood. You know, you don't move into this house for space, for storage, for good heating and installation. That's not a thing. Number of bedrooms, like none of that. You move in here because you are particularly drawn to this design, this indoor-outdoor living, and you do whatever it takes to keep it, maintain it, and style it appropriately.
Yeah.
So we lived in Hawaii, then we lived in Santa Cruz. Both of those are big community neighborhoods. It's part of the culture, it's part of like why you live there. So I thought moving to LA County, we weren't gonna get that, and I was ready to handle that. But when we moved into the Ranchos, it was like this nice, pleasant surprise. At that time, I had a kindergartner and a newborn, and the community just kind of rallied around this little kindergartner, and we have friends now, your son, Waylon, that they'll probably be friends when they're adults.
It is very Wonder Year style.
It is
That's
very,
That's the perfect
like
analogy.
bikes on the yard, and they just run in and they see who's home, and if they're not home, they go to the next house. It's pretty unique.
For over a decade, I've called this neighborhood home. I've watched it evolve, seen families grow, and formed lifelong friendships. The Cliff May Ranchos are more than iconic homes. They're a testament to how design can shape community. Living here means being a part of something special, and I feel so fortunate to share that with my neighbors and clients alike.